Okay, there we go. Oh my lordy lord. Okay. Ta-da! Okay, thank you, NC Davis. I think we are now going. Right? There we go. Yes, I know. I was fumbling it a bit. So let's just restart right now. Okay, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are back to this series, which I left for a couple of months while I had some misadventures around Joule, much like the misadventures I had there just turning the microphone on. But we are back, and I had to remind myself of what we are doing. So right here, we are with the Rovemate 2B. There is a Rovemate 2A that is already sitting on the moon, and this fella is also on its way on the moon. So that is one thing that is happening today. It is just over a day away from crossing into the moon's SOI. I also have here the Nerv 1 SN1, which is being piloted by Jeb and co-piloted by Bill. It is on its way out to the moon as well. It's going to be docking with OHC Station, which is the station that I am slowly getting built around the moon. They're going to be its first inhabitants, and they're going to try and get it ready. And the whole plan for this series is to eventually, after 9 streams, it's always these 9 streams. I got into 9 stream series, so it is a 9 stream series. After 9 streams, I want to land on Ike. I want to finally, and with Kerbals, I want to finally go interplanetary with Kerbals in this series. And Ike is a good target. I was going between Ike and Gilly, and what made the decision is I opened up my transfer window planner. This is a lovely, lovely mod, and if I switch this over to Duna, and I go plot it, I got a nice Duna window coming up in a relatively short period of time. I love this mod, by the way, for those people that have never seen it, Transfer Window Planner, because what you can do is, let's say this window wasn't good for you and you would like to go sooner, you can actually get it to plot for you a more recent, you know, a coming up thing, but of course it's going to be more expensive. So if I wanted to go right now, there's the cooler the colors, the cheaper it is. I could maybe do this coming up in a relatively short period of time. I don't know if it says it, but it's going to cost me, you know, in around whatever this is, 3,124 meters per second, rather than the cheaper one that was over here. Now, actually, I'm going to get it to plot it again, so it gives me back the cheaper one. The cheaper one is 1,671. So I love this ability for you to pick a window, and you can make the decision whether you want to spend as much fuel as is there. So it's great. I'm going to actually take advantage of this window. It's coming up relatively soon. I'm going to add that alarm to Kerbal Alarm Clock. And so this is coming up in 164 days. And so I got that amount of time to raise the science that I need, because I still really don't have the science that's required for Kerbalism. Remember, Kerbalism has all kinds of life support. You got to think about radiation. You got to think about crew comfort and living space and all the rest of this kind of stuff, and I'm missing half of it. So I want to unlock some more tech before heading out towards Duna. And that is why the moon is going to feature pretty heavily in the next few streams. That's why this rover is on its way there. It's why Jeb and Bill are on the way there. And the other thing I want to have happen is I want to set up a better set of relay satellites. There are relay satellites around the moon, but they're old. Their antennas are old and they're slow, and I want to be able to harvest all kinds of surface samples from the moon, process them in moon orbit, and transmit the stuff back. And for that, I want to have faster antennas. But for now, so that's all the plan for today. These two guys heading towards the moon, and the relays, and I think that's going to be enough for this stream, and then we'll keep going. So the next few streams definitely going to be around the moon, and then we'll start talking about Ike. All right, and this is a delayed thank you to NC Davis to pay my sound guy. Thank you very much. But I think we are doing pretty good. So let's get towards the moon now. Everything is good. And we'll just time warp this here. And after playing just pure stock for 2 months, there might be a little bit of fumbling as I relearn stuff. But hopefully everything will go well. Today is the beginning of farming science around the moon. The one thing with Kerbalism is the science goes so much slower. Everything takes just that much more planning. Okay, let's get into the moon's SOI here. Okay. Oh, whoa, dear. Oh my God, it's going to be one of those days. All right. Hi, everybody. The game just crashed. Oh my Lord. You know, I've been having... I got to really try and investigate, because this has happened more than once now. And I got to really investigate kind of what is going on with that. So anyway, I am rebooting. But unfortunately, with all the mods, it does take a bit of time to reboot. I had installed one more mod since the last mod. That would be Parallax. Parallax is absolutely 100% gorgeous. Adding in all kinds of planet textures and surface textures that are just wonderful. And I've seen some footage and some photographs or screen captures that just look amazing. I'm hoping that that wasn't the cause. But yes, it crashed as soon as we crossed into the moon's SOI. So I've never had that actual happen to me before. But well, we'll see. Maybe see what that is. With Parallax, you have to enable the collisions, says Clay in the chat. Now, collisions, do that mean that the textures on the surface, you want to have those collisions? Because honestly, I'm a coward, and I kind of really don't want that. Or are you talking about that you have to have it in order to just have the mod run properly, Clay? We will take a look at collisions. Is that the thing that turns on the collisions of all the rubble that's on the surface? Because I don't know if I want that. Like, having to build an all-terrain rover, to me, doesn't seem like it's going to be a fun time. And certainly the rover that's on its way there now is not built for that. I don't want to have the bumpy surface. That's the issue. I got a rover that I built like 2 months ago that I've never... I don't know what it's going to be like on this bumpy surface. It's going to be a disaster. People are saying, yeah, put on the surface collisions. I don't know if I want to do that. We'll see. Resume saved. Live 2. Let's go. Oh, we are off to a rocky start. Okay, it's not mandatory, says Mark. I like that. I like that answer. The surface, for those people that have not seen it with Parallax, is very, very bumpy, which is great. I mean, it looks realistic. But let's face it, the rover wheels in this game have a tough enough problem interacting with... Sorry, just jump into the ship. The rover wheels in this game have a tough enough job with the physics interacting with perfectly level ground. I don't want to envision what they would be like in a live stream interacting with a bumpy surface. To me, that seems dangerous. Okay, we're back. We are back at where I was at the start of the stream. I don't think quick saving is going to do anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try this again. And hopefully we won't get the same issues. No. Maybe what I'll do is go to map view for transferring through the... Because it was right when I went to the SOI that we got the crash. Okay, let's delete that. I'm going to go to map view here. I love these curly textures. I'm going to do a quick save. And... oh, yeah, I did lose my my Duno window timer. I'll put that back in another time. Oh dear. It's doing it again. Oh! Why does it... Okay. I don't know why that is like that, but we are back, so that is something. It is behaving in an awkward way. I can see that. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go into the... I'm looking at my periapsis here with the moon. Here, let's turn off a lot of this stuff. That's just the relays that are on. Right here, I want to bring that down a little bit, and then we'll sort of pick ourselves a landing spot. So I'm just going to watch it from here. Well, I can watch my periapsis here, of course. Periapsis is 28. What is that thrust limiter at? I'm going to do this without a maneuver node. I'm going to be quick saving a lot in this one because I'm a little worried. Again, the thing I did install was parallax, and if this turns into an adventure, I'm going to try uninstalling parallax between this stream and the next stream. And we'll see how it goes. But right now, I'm just lowering my periapsis with the moon. So we'll get it down to about 12 kilometers. I gotta watch ignitions. There are 15 ignitions left on here. That's a wonderful side. So I am burning right now. I know you can't see anything, but the thrust limiter is very, very low. That's good. I'll put the thrust limiter back. We'll open up KOS. There it is. I do got to keep an eye because I got Jeb and Bill coming soon too. I do have a program called circ at periapsis to create the maneuver. So 286 meters per second to... That maneuver is coming up in 1 hour and 29 minutes. But in the meantime, I do have Jebediah coming. So I'm going to set up a maneuver for that. Or an alarm for that. Give me about 5 minutes warning. Actually, no, that's good. Okay, so that is good. And let's align up the solar panels before I leave this guy. So this guy's got this burn to capture in about 1.5 hours, but Jeb and Bill are about to enter the moon's SOI in about 18 minutes, so I kind of want to be with them. And I can see right here, they didn't position the solar panels right for... That's okay. Okay, that should be good for solar panels. All right, let's go quick save again. We'll be quick saving a lot, and we're going to go see Jeb and Bill here. Alright, so here we are. This is the Nerv SN1. There is also a Nerv SN2, which I have honestly completely lost track of where it is. I'm sure it's somewhere safe. But anyway, these guys are about to enter into the moon's SOI. So let's do that. All right. And again, I'm going to watch from map view. There is, even though it didn't crash, there is this huge delay. Like right now, there's a huge delay happening right now as I cross this SOI. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Now, how are these folks doing? They are on their way to the moon, and they are to dock with the OHC Station. And clearly, I don't know the history of this, but clearly I didn't do any planning. I might have been impatient. I don't know why. But normally I try to come here at this, you know, when I'm set this as a target, so that we come in the same plane. I'm not. There could be a reason for that. There might not be a reason for that. But what I'm going to need to do is change our plane here, which means getting a capture and leaving the Apple Waps up as high fairly high so that we can make the plane change as cheaply as we can. Thankfully, this thing has a lot of DV in it. Yeah, it does. So we should be good. So we're just going to do that, and then we'll make a plane change here. It's a 49-degree plane change we're going to have to make, and then we'll rendezvous with the station. So kind of a drag. And there might be a history to that. There might be a reason why I couldn't time there. I don't know. I can't remember. Or maybe I got impatient. I'll have to dig back through the streams. But that's coming up in an hour and 20 minutes. So let's add that alarm. Again, give me a 5-minute warning. And, oh, they're pretty close together, but Rovemate 2B1. So let's jump to, there's going to be a couple of jumping back and forth to ships. RIP, Nerv, SN2. No, I suspect the SN2. One of them was basically, this one's a transport from Kerbin to the moon, and SN2 is a transport from Minmus to Kerbin. So it's either in orbit about Minmus, or I suspect it's in orbit about Kerbin. That would be my guess. Because I don't think I have... Well, here, you know what you can do? It's not on this list. I'm not going to go through all that. I'll figure out later where it is. Okay. Let's actually open that up, open that up, open that up. We got a maneuver coming up. Again, we're going to quick save. We're going to open up KOS. We're get ready to do this thing. So I'm just going to... Yeah, we can just... Let's time warp this way. I'm not going to use... I'm going to use... Gave myself 5 minutes warning here. Okay. Delete close, and I do have a maneuver execution script handy. So we're going to run that. 24-second burn. I guess it gets its act together. You can already see the moon, how fine the textures are here. So that's good. I mean, this is green. That's always an indicator, too, of how much your computer is struggling, is by looking at the mission clock. And if it's still green, that means it's still, you know, counting it up okay. So I'm hoping it's all right. Okay, getting ready for the burn. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, and oh wait, I can look up here. Gotta get used to having Kerbal Engineer now. See? There we go. Close enough. 12 by 12. Nice, nice. We can get rid of this. Get rid of this. I'm gonna have to jump over to So again, with these guys, let's just turn this way and like this for solar panel purposes. But Jeb and Bill are only 9 minutes from them. So I'm going... And I'll have to find a good spot to put this down. I got a nice inclined orbit, which gives me all kinds of options. We'll take a look at what biomes. I've already got a rover here somewhere. I can show you. There is a rover. There's a rover over here. Yeah. In the depths of the night. So we'll find a good spot. But in the meantime, I do got to go back. Jeb and Bill again. Let's jump back to them. Oh, it was a texture load happening there. Alright, I'm going to do another quick save. And again, KOS. I think I keep opening and closing this window for some dumb reason. How is this thing doing for ignitions? 21. The nice thing about us is that, or about this ship, is that it does have an engineer aboard, so Bill can go out and service that engine if need be. Some full throttle. It is not. I'm noticing here 2-minute burn. Oh my goodness. That's much, much, much better. Let's get a little closer. Okay, I don't need alarm clock anymore, so turn that off. I'm kind of a little eager to get down to the surface, so something just went whizzing by. So we come whipping over the poles. Again, running that X-Man script. Look at those lovely hills here. Everything looks way less inviting down there, that's for sure. Alright, getting ready to cut the throttle here. Why did I put air brakes on this thing? These air brakes are for aero braking. When this thing returns to low curb in orbit, I use I aero brake into low curb in orbit because it saves me a whole ton of fuel, and these guys are there to increase the drag while aero braking. And I keep them deployed while not aero braking because, frankly, they just look better. But that's why it has aero brakes. Okay, so I should have a capture. I'll check to make sure after this is all said and done. Yeah, we do have a capture. Okay, but we're coming around... Which way around? Yeah, we're coming around here to this descending node. And again, I need to match the plane before I attempt a rendezvous. So this is going to be just a... unfortunately, this one might turn out to be a tad on the expensive side. We'll see what we get. Oh, that's doing it the wrong way. So I want to get our relative inclination here down to 0, but I also still want to keep this you know, close approach here too. We'll do that, and then retrograde to bring it back down. And then a little bit more. A little more retrograde. I might have gone too far. I think I did. Yes, I definitely did. Come back. Prograde. I think I can turn the scale down a bit. Back again. Little prograde. So the goal here is to get our this angle down to 0, but also, let me just see. Oh, here's my periapsis. I want that periapsis at about 50 kilometers, so more prograde. So looking at two different numbers at the same time. That's making it worse. We're getting close. That's making that better. There we are. That looks pretty good to me. So got a periapsis here, 50 kilometers. Relative inclination of 0. We're matching now the plane. So the idea is going to be to do this burn that will match the plane, and then we will try and facilitate ourselves a rendezvous. 167 meters per second. Unfortunately, that's kind of what it is. And I closed the alarm clock for... Oh yeah, let's do this now. I closed the alarm clock because I don't think I need it anymore, right? No, don't need it anymore. And no, we are not going to Ike today. The plan for the entire series is going to be to go to Ike. I'm hoping in 9 streams to be going to Ike. That is the joy of putting in all kinds of mods to make the game harder. So, sorry. I know the title is I Like Ike, but it is part 1. Rovemate 2 batteries are almost empty. Yeah, that's because it's on the dark side. I noticed that. That's okay. I should probably just turn off those. Okay. All right, let's run our X-Man script. I have no idea, Clay, how many people are going to be sent to the Red Planet's moon, because I have no idea. I don't have a plan yet. So, no clue. A lot of it is going to depend upon how much science I can unlock over the next several streams. That is really what's going to determine it. Progress has been in this game has not been speedy. I will say that. That's what this is eventually going to be all about. Speeding up the science collecting with a science station in orbit about moon. Okay, just about to go here. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, I just saw the... Okay, I saw somebody in the chat... Darian in the chat telling me about the stream, but I should, yeah, I don't know. I saw the no data there for a moment, but the data is back now, so hopefully it's okay now. That was the stream, not the game that time. So the stream decided, oh wow, it is one of those kind of days. The gremlins are out in force. Okay, it is just about finishing the burn. Okay, burn's complete. And how are we doing? Let's get out here. That's great. That's groovy, groovy, groovy. Okay. So the next step in all this, we now are matching the plane of our station. Our next step, let's center this on the moon. Our next step is to reset that as target, is to facilitate a rendezvous. That's going to be a burn here at Periapsis. And, okay. When you don't see those going round and round, you just need to go forward in time a second until they jump. There we go. And now we can see them going round and round. So I want to lower this as much as I can and get an encounter over there at Periapsis. It's coming very, very close. Oh my gosh, it's really, wow, that's really close. So our encounter speed will be nice and low. I like that. Where is our separation here? Always get 8.6 kilometers. Let's see if I can dial that in. That's making it bigger. That's making it smaller. I don't know if people can see the numbers I'm looking at. It's the separation number, which is right here. It's at 0.8 kilometers, 0.5. I think I saw 0.4 with an encounter speed of only 30 meters per second. That is wonderful. There we go. So we're going to come around. We're right here. We're going to come around. We're going to do this burn, and we're going to go around one more time, and we're going to finally meet up with our station. And that burn's not coming up for another 3 hours and 58 minutes. We're going to do this lazy loop across to here. So I think what I shall do is, again, open up alarm clock, add an alarm, give me 5 minutes warning. And I think I'm going to jump back to that rover, which should be down here towards the bottom. Yep. Go. Okay. And this is not a freeze, this is a loading screen. I think I need to qualify that with what we've been having so far. Okay, so we are here in an orbit about the moon, looking ever so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I just want to sit. Let's put this on free here for a bit. Just admire that. We're not even down to the surface yet, and I'm already getting a little goosebumpy here. That's just gorgeous. Okay, what we need to do is pick ourselves a landing spot. So if I open up the Science Archive, this is coming from Kerbalism, and I look at, okay, we're not going to do an asteroid sample about the moon, but let's take a look at the seismic scan, because this thing does have a seismic scanner on it. So we've done seismic scans in the Midlands, Northwest Craters, Far Side Crater, Midland Craters, and Lowlands. So what I would like to do is clearly land this somewhere else. I should take a look at the other rover too, because I think the other rover's probably finished its scan, judging from this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up ScanSat right here, because I should have a nice biome map of the moon. I do. And on top of it, it is projecting. This is our rover right here. This is our current orbit. Yeah, this is our projected orbit into the future. The orange is the orbit into the past, I think. Whatever, I believe that's what it is. Okay, so what we need to do is see, is there a nice biome that we are going to be going over? I'm looking up here. Look at this. This is the Northwest Basin. Like, am I crazy? Or is that like... Can I catch myself a bit of Northwest Basin here? I sure can. I sure can. That's coming up. And in fact, it's coming up in about a quarter orbit. Let's, sorry, I might just go for it right now. Might be glad I came here. Okay, let's close this. It is a little in the dark, but I'm going to go for it. So let's just go with this on retrograde. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think I have 721 meters per second. Oh, wait, I got a lot more than that. That's just what's in the little... The 721 is just what's in this tank here. There's RCS in this that I'm going to use to land on. So, and it's not putting that into the calculation. So I'm going to, one thing at a time. Okay, we're going to burn retrograde here. Oh boy. Okay, I can see my crash spot. Hopefully not a crash, but it's predicting I want to land in here somewhere. I believe in here is the basins. Right? Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. What is... It's hard to sort of map on. Oh, this is this big crater. And I can see this little crater. So yeah, I think right in and around here is where I want to come down. It's going to be right on the Terminator, which in and of itself is going to be interesting. Okay, let's put this map here. Let's get rid of alarm clock because I have way too many windows open. I'm going to keep this little window because that's useful. Keep that, keep that, keep that. Orient this way. Get this on terrain. And do a quick save. And we're going to try and get that down to the surface. So I'm keeping this one open so I can see how my approach is going here. It's showing also my trajectory here on the northern basin. This is great. And then I have Midland Craters nearby. So we might be able to drive... Actually, hang on. I might be overthinking this. Sorry, quick look at the ScanSat again. Do I have Midland Craters? I do. Shoot. Okay, never mind. was thinking I could go to the Midland Craters. Do I have lowlands? I'm doing this on the fly. I do have lowlands. Okay, so it's going to be the only biome for this rover. Well, whatever. What it is. So it's going to be concentration time coming up here. So I'm see my progress here, but I also like to watch it from here so I can see what's going on. Oh, it's not letting me time warp any quicker than this. Okay, we are coming up to it. Love to see. Can I zoom this out? Sync it with the current vessel. Okay, this is giving me a better look here. So this is the northern base. I'm going to lose this one. We're just going to work on this one now. So there's the northern basin coming up. I think I can afford to do a little bit more retrograding here. I think so. I'm not time warping, am I? It feels like everything was going really fast. Maybe I was. Might have been physics warping there. Okay. Everything feels so fast. I don't know if it's the new textures, but I feel like I'm like really skipping along here. Okay, so we're almost in the northern basin. Right? No, these are lowlands. Sorry, the northern basin's still coming up over this way. Sorry, I still got a long way to go. Hope I didn't overdo that. And I know this is always the point where reading the chat and looking here is a little tricky. Here, let's sync back to the ship again. That'll help. There we go. So we're currently going over lowlands. Here comes our northern basin here. I cannot time warp any quicker. You're a mean, mean game. Okay, this is switched to surface. That is good. I want to watch my... Where's my horizontal speed? I want to keep an eye on that. Or my vertical speed. It's not increasing too badly. I'm thinking once I am into this northern basin, I'm just going to try and kill my velocity. Still got 688 meters per second in this. And again, I don't know how much delta V is in that. I really don't. But I do want to find myself a decent landing spot. I'm looking this area here. I think I'll be in the northern basin by then. Now I'm in the northern basin. Yeah, let's start killing. I'm going to just put it down in here somewhere. That's the plan. I'm at full thrust, and this throttle limiter is at the top. Yep. Okay, I want to keep my vertical speed. I'm watching this vertical speed. I don't want it to be dropping too dramatically. In fact, I kind of prefer it to actually go up a little bit. Oh, we're getting some funkiness happening down there with textures. I don't know what. Oh, we're getting a little red McJob there. Okay. See our impact indicator coming from... Okay. How much is left? 106. Okay, good. Don't need this no more. Okay, let's kill velocity. I think I'm good for fuel. I don't think I have a problem. Oh my gosh, look at those freaking textures. Okay, I'm gonna just actually give myself a little bit of uppiness. Stage, RCS, and I should now have some RCS thrusting happening. Yeah, I do. I see it. Yep. We're working. So this is just going to slowly lower us to the surface here. Oh, I'm going up. That's always not a good thing. Oh my gosh, I'm out of practice. Okay, I think we're okay. Oh, how about the brakes on? Brakes on, brakes on, brakes on, brakes on. RCT, that's off. Okay, brakes, brakes, brakes. I think I had a lot of monopropellant. I don't know what it was freaking. Look at this. So I have turned off the collisions. So I'm actually going through all this rubble. It does look gorgeous. Oh, and I got a thingy. A thingy's over there. Nice. Okay. I'm more than a little excited. What's going on with data? Stuff's turning on. Stuff's running. Okay, good. And electricity? Electricity is fine. Oh my gosh, look at this. Here, let's turn RCS off. Isn't this pretty? Oh my goodness. Wow. That is lovely. Okay, so what we're going to do... Okay, I got science equipment running. I want to get over to this thingy over here. I want to use... I do have a... What do you ever call that thing? The scanner arm. Let's put on SAS. And I should have a probe body here. So, here, this is what I'm looking at. Control. I want to put this on SAS only. You know, I only learned that recently. If you put this on SAS only, then you don't get the whole... with rovers, when you turn, it doesn't try and tilt at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to make my way over there. I am so glad I don't have collisions on with these this thing would get stuck. It's not built for rubble. Okay. So we're making our way over there. If I zoom out a bit, it doesn't look quite so silly as it glitches through all the textures. We'll just ignore that part. Okay. Is it gonna... No, it's gonna go through that. Okay. Alright, so we're making our way here. We're doing a radiation scan, a seismic scan, a gravity scan, and a temperature scan. Most of these are pretty short, but the seismic scan I know is really long. It's going to take a long time to do that. Oh, brakes, brakes, brakes. We're going downhill a lot here quick. Like there, the temperature scan is done. That's 9 science there. But the rest of it is going to take... The radiation scan should be pretty quick, but the rest of it, if I do this... There. That seismic scan is going to take 14 days. The gravioli scan takes 90 days. And that... Whoa! I'm just going to park right there. Good. Brakes. Now, will this work? Scan large crater. Ah, nice. I didn't... Oh, what was that? It failed for some reason. Is it failing because I seem to be sliding? Maybe I'm a little too close. Maybe I am. Okay. Doesn't seem to like what I'm doing here, so I'm going to back off just a little bit. I'm back up. Okay, the wheels are turning. I'm not backing up. Oh, did I do something dumb with the control? I did. Oh, all through that I had no... Okay. I changed the control scheme on this thing because I'm a doofus. Okay, that's better. Let's try that again. I have page up and page down as my throttle, my drive forward and backwards rather than W and S. Oh, Aborting scan, vessels moving. Okay, so it's because it's sliding down this hill. Let's see if we can find then a better... Doesn't like this sliding that I'm doing. The terrain's a little bit too slippery. So we'll... see if I can find a spot where I don't slide. Okay, so let's go out here. Look at those rocks. Brakes, 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 brakes. Oh my gosh. I have like no... Maybe I need to turn up the friction on these wheels or something. It does kind of look like I'm just gliding over it, doesn't it? Okay, wait, what's going on here? Let's see. Friction controls on auto. Let's... Oh, we're going to crash into this rock, or we're going to go through it. Let's put up friction control. And take this one. Friction control. See if that helps. Okay. That looks better. And I'm going to take advantage of the fact that this rock is not really a rock. There we go. So the thing was sliding there. How many frames am I getting? I have no idea. I don't have a counter on the frames, but I can see looking at the stream image that it is being jerky, and it's not me, it is the stream. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to apologize. Why the stream is bad right now, I don't know. Mine looks great. I honestly, like, I'm not being, like, the frame rate looks fine. But I can see on the stream image that it is being with a poor frame rate. I don't know why. It could be an internet connection, though, I mean, YouTube's telling me my connection is excellent. Okay, this looks like it's finally working. I turned up the traction control. Well, that seemed to work. Oh, there's no... Oh, that worked and there's no science here. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay. So, where is the sun? Okay. I turned up the traction control, but that seemed to work, so okay. All that and no science for me. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to back up here. Yeah, I can see that there's no brakes on. Let's get these wheels again. Friction control. Yeah, I did turn up. I do have the brake. I don't have the brakes on. For goodness sakes, stop it. Where traction control? Isn't there a friction slider? Friction control. Oh my gosh. Okay, and this one friction control. So I turned up the wrong thing. Okay, let's get out of this. All this rubble. Oh my god. There we go. Let's get all of this rubble out of here because this looks stupid. There, that's much better. All of that work, and I didn't even get any science out of that thing anyway. So I'm going to park this for the solar panels here. There we go. So that as the sun tracks overhead, it should more or less kind of follow the sun. We'll see how it goes. It does have a ton of science to get. It's going to be... I think 90 days on that gravity scan, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so I'm not going to move it for night. So let's set up an alarm. Add alarm. Manual alarm. 91 days. And that's just going to be gravity scan done. Okay, that's in there. That's in there. Let's get to the Nerv one. Jump. Now for the frame rate, were people noticing it just as I was getting into the surface of the moon? Is that when it got worse? Like, I guess this will be a bit of a test because now we're away from that. We'll see if the frame rate on the stream is any better. But maybe parallax in streaming isn't the best. Oh, and maybe the Rover lights? No, the... Yeah. My frame rate on my, like, in my game seemed fine. But maybe parallax is not the best plan. We'll see. Okay. Anyway, let's see. These guys are heading towards a maneuver. That's what's going on. Got a radiation scan, just saw that. Okay, we're going to turn this off. Alarm clock. These guys got a maneuver in 3 hours. Where is our moon? There's our moon. So we'll get a good look at the moon here. And yeah, let's get there. It started as soon as you land, so it could be a parallax thing. So maybe parallax wasn't the best idea. So apologize for that. But we're done with the surfaces of bodies right now. These guys are going to a space station. And as always, this is taking much longer than I ever anticipate. Looking at the time. I think I'm okay. I'm going to still get into those relays. We'll get these guys there. Okay. There we go. Run that script. So again, just to remind people, or people that might be just tuning in, so what we're doing here is we want to rendezvous with this station. We're in this big elliptical orbit, but it does match the plane of the station now. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do a burn that's going to put us into this much smaller orbit with a period such that if we do one more orbit, we come back and we are going to be rendezvousing with the station, which is the whole plan. Okay, just about there. Oh, I haven't run the... Shoot. Run the... Run? Why are you... Oh, it's already locked on. Darn. I thought I hadn't started my X-Man script, but it's all started. It's all ready to go. It's okay. Other people are saying they've seen people stream parallax. Like, they might have much, much better machines than I do. That's entirely possible as well. So that could be what's going on. It's hard to say. Yeah, frames seem better now. So I'm going to try next week without the parallax, see if that makes things better. I got a feeling that might be the issue. Rather than trying to figure out, as gorgeous as that was, okay, and it is cleaning up. It's still burning, believe it or not. The thrust. There we go. So get rid of that. We are closest approach of 520 meters. Let's see if some... nope, that made it worse. Just using a little RCS to see if I can bring that number down. I can. Oh, got 445. That's good. And that's coming up in an hour and 1 minute. We have to do one more. Whoops. Let's close that. Don't need this no more. Alarm clock. Add an alarm for that rendezvous. Give me 3 minutes warning. But our should be... We should have a very low encounter speed, so this shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, I've already scanned a large crater, so that's why I didn't get the science. So, mist exists, you're right. I think that's it. I wasn't sure. I've not had a lot of experience with the scanning. Why did I just get some sort of... Why did it stop way out here? I don't know why I just stopped. Oh, I think there was an alarm of some kind, wasn't there? Probably some battery alert again. Yep. Here, I can turn those off. If I go to here, find Rovemate 2, which is having some battery issues, and get into, is it here? Nope. Failures. Nope. Log. Nope. Config. Yes. And stop giving me those battery warnings. There we go. No, that'll stop that stuff. Okay. Where are we at? Still 38 minutes away. Yeah. It's hard to build something that's going to get through Moon's Night, and Kerbalism puts on a lot more electricity demands. And I might have just designed a thing to say, I don't want to put that many batteries on it, I'll just let it die in the night and let it pick up again once the sun comes up. Oh, there's our station. That on target. Okay, that's our alarm coming. So you can see here our encounter speed is only about 28 meters per second, so can't complain about that. Oh, rendering the station. Always a scary time. Nope, 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 nope. It worked. I'm so nervous now about things rendering. And this station's turning into a bit of a beast, too. How many ignitions are left on this thing? 18. We're good. Bring this encounter distance down. Oh, I'm still locked on there. This station's a bit of a beast. It's attached to an asteroid. It's got a lot going on it. Right now, I'm just lowering that encounter... Oh, nope, that is not lowering the encounter distance any further. Get ourselves a little closer here. It should have been lowering the encounter distance. Okay, I'm going to ignore this number because it seems to be kind of messed up. Not sure why. Oh, now it's coming back down. Okay. Okay, got 30 meter separation. And still by it's 30 seconds to go. Let's control from here. Let's get on here and pick a docking spot. Oh, we got all of this stuff here. I forgot. Where are we? Coming down from above. Let's dock on this one. Pin that up there. Wait to get the... Of course, it is behind. I always, every time I come to this station, I am always behind the rock. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're coming in pretty quick here. We're coming in very quick. Just throttle. Oh my gosh. Jeb, you hot dog. Okay, I think we're okay. Jebediah, you maniac, you. Okay, where is our docking port? Let's shut down this engine. Maybe not. We're still... Okay, set that as a target. Oh, I should have put... I think I complain about that for every time with this vessel, is that it should have more reaction wheels. Okay, just want to bring down my relative velocity, and then we're going to go down to RCS. That didn't really do it. Okay, let's... Okay. Alright, so I wasn't really paying too much attention during that whole approach. I'm going to switch my docking port to this one because I can see it's closer. Yoicks! Okay. Okay, let's get over there. That's the wrong way, of course. Not the most powerful of RCS thrusters on here, but and it helps when I thrust in the right direction. Okay. So right now I'm really just more looking at the nav ball than anything, just trying to get this icon, and this icon in a line, which means I should be now moving in the right direction, more or less. Gotta go closer. Oh boy, I didn't do this well. I'm okay for monoprop though, right? Ah yeah, we're fine. And eventually we'll be going the right way. A KOS docking script when? Probably never. I honestly feel I can dock present... let's turn this way. There we go. That looks better. Present evidence to the contrary, I believe I can dock better than I can write any script for it. I just did that very, very badly. It started with not really paying attention to how fast we were coming in. But yeah, I'll probably never write a KOS docking script. But this is going to be our first inhabitants of this station. So it is a bit of a moment, even though we are taking our time getting there. Okay, we're pretty much heading straight at it. Now I should get ready to toggle off these reaction wheels, which every stream, there they are. I always sit there and say, I should attach those to an action group, and then I never do. Okay. Alright. What about an encounter script? You mean a script to set up the rendezvous? Maybe. I'm not coding is not really my thing. I've done a little bit of coding just as a hobby over my time. Let's disable these reaction wheels. Good. But it isn't anywhere near something I'm particularly good at. So, and it's not something, I mean, I find it, I'm fine with it, but I'm not, there's other things I enjoy doing more than coding, so I really don't have a huge desire to be writing more KOS scripts. Boink. Okay, we're there. That was a little bit of an adventure, but we are there, so that is all good. That's all good. Everything looks good. We can move people aboard. Let's see here. Let's just hit the transfer crew button. Jebediah can go into here. Now I do want to do a couple of things. If I'm not, yes. I want to steal. Is there still fuel in this? No, there's a tiny bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. This brought over one of these modules. I've honestly forgotten which. But what I want to do. What's in here? That's full of liquid fuel. That's full of... Oh, it's nothing but liquid fuel. So we're definitely going to want to bring up some oxidizer. Ooh. I do not have any form of oxidizer holdings up here. Monopropellant. Let's steal that. Is there any more monopropellant? Oh, wait. I got... I got TAC fuel balancer. Okay. That'll make life easier. RCS. Okay, this is this one, right? Yeah, let's steal all of this monopropellant so out. So we're going to be able to top up our monopropellant tanks. So that's all good. And there, and oxidizer. Because I do want to dock a lander to this so we can really start doing all kinds of exploration of the moon, but I really don't have a lot. Yeah, oh my gosh. I don't have anywhere to store that. Okay, that sucks. How about liquid fuel? So that's something to bring up as a tank that can hold oxidizer. That's an oversight. Okay, and liquid fuel... There is none in that, and a little bit in... Nope, there's none in that. Oh, yes, there's a little bit in... Okay, I think I'm going to just deorbit this thing. So what we're going to do... Bill is going to do an EVA. And I'll explain what his job is going to be. Bill. Yeah. Oh, shoot, grab! That's the monopropellant glitch that's with Kerbalism. Notice he has no monopropellant aboard, but if you open up... Where is his inventory containers? There we go. If you open up the inventory container and simply take... Where is Bill's inventory? There. Simply take the tank, put it in, and then I think bring it back. And now he's got monopropellant. That's a glitch to be careful of. I once had a Kerbal go AWOL on me because of that. So this this brought over one of these modules a couple of months ago. That's why I'm forgetting which one. But the engine failed on the way there, and I managed to get it docked anyway. But now I want to get rid of this thing. But Bill first has to repair this engine so that I can just deorbit it. That's all this is. So service the engine. He's fastening that loose screw. Inspect the engine. Doesn't look you. Okay, so the engine there is now working. I'm also going to get him while he's here. To service this nuclear engine. Always like to do this every once in a while. Inspect the engine. Looks like it's going to fall apart soon. Service the engine. And then he inspected. It's now as good as new. And the other thing I want to do is I got a note to myself to strut the battery bank. Now the battery bank is over here. And I guess this is wobbly? I don't know. Now, do I have struts anywhere? Oh, those are reaction wheels. I must have brought up struts. Those are lights. Lots of... Oh my god, I got so much stuff. Okay, let's go back to here just for a minute. I want to look at cargo, 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 cargo. That ain't useful. It's showing nothing. Okay, turn that off. I must have cargo here somewhere. What's in this? Inventory. That is a big empty box. Inventory. That is nothing. Okay, let's get Bill back aboard here while I think about what the plan here was. I had some sort of plan at some point. Because I wrote a note to myself from 2 months ago to strut the batteries, but now I don't know where my struts are. Could it be in here? Maybe. Nope. Okay, that's it. I'm done. So, Bill, get aboard. Join Jeb. We're going to build some relays. Oh, no. We're going to deorbit that stupid thing, and then we're going to build some relays. Alright, Jeb and Bill are aboard. They should have plenty of supplies and snacks. Oh yeah, they can last for like a year. Up here, we're going to deorbit this thing. Right here. Undock. SAS on. Can I undock you? Does this have no electricity aboard? It does. Oh, I probably disabled the reaction wheels. That's probably what I did. There we go. Yep. Okay. And I just want to deorbit and get rid of this. Okay, lock that onto retrograde. Thrust limiter's already down. Activate that engine. And we are not moving. Oh, I have this liquid fuel turned off. Try that now. There we go. Not sure why that. Again, history. Probably there was a reason why. And did I already run out of fuel? No. Oh, no, it's going down. I just couldn't see the plume. The plume's not there. There we go. That's weird. Okay, whatever. It's got a negative periapse. It is crashing. Okay, so this thing is all ready to go. What I want to do next is get back to the Space Center and design ourselves a relay. Have I tried going back in and back out? I'm not sure that was a while ago, Bravos, and I'm not sure what that's in reference to anymore. I lose track of these things really, really quickly. This should go pretty quick, designing these relays. Oh, and I got this loveliness. What else? Yeah, vehicle assembly building. All black. EVA monoprop glitch. I've not tried leaving the scene and coming back, but I know if you take the EVA pack, put it in an inventory slot, and then bring it back out, that fills it up. And I don't know, it has something to do with Kerbalism. Kerbalism uses the RCS fuel that's in the vessel to fuel up the EVA packs, and somehow that gets messed up sometimes. But I'm not going to worry about it. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to build myself a relay. So I did do some work figuring some stuff out. I want to put 3 relays in orbit, and I want to do it using the fastest relay antenna that I have. Here, let's get an Octo 2 Pro core. That's the best Pro body that I got so far. But the fastest antenna I got is the RA-2 relay antenna. And it can transmit data at 18 kilobytes per second. And I want to get something faster. What's there now are these, what are they that's there now? These guys, the HG5s, and they're 9.66 kilobytes per second. I want more bandwidth so I can transmit science quicker once we start getting those surface samples into that lab. I did the same thing around MIMIS, and I ran into transmission rate issues, so much so that it got better just to take all the surface samples home and bring them to Kerbin. So I want to fix that problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to put on this antenna. We're going to put on that probe body. We're going to put on a... no, the small reaction wheels. Arrange these by mass, probably be an easier way to find them. There they are. Put on a small set of reaction wheels, and we're going to propel this. We only need, because this is going to go in a bigger vehicle that's going to drop them, and then I got to do, all this thing has to do is do a final circularization into its final orbit, and it only needs about 30 meters per second in order to do that. So for propulsion, I was just going to use monoprop. And what I'm thinking, let's get this Oscar A. This is coming from the restock mod. And I'm going to use the tank configurator mod to edit this tank, to take out the liquid fuel and the oxidizer. And we're going to put in that. I add that on, and we should be able to switch this to monopropellant. That is good. And oh, here we go. So there is a nice small little can of monopropellant, and I'm just going to put on some simple RCS thruster blocks, like these place anywhere ones. Let's start with those. This might be a little on the small side now that I'm looking at it. And to see how much, that's nowhere near centered, I'll deal with that later, but I unfortunately neither stock nor Kerbal Engineer gives me what RCS or what delta V I have now from this. So what I'm going to do is simply open up RCS build aid. It gives it to me. And I'm going to switch this to, oh no, translation was the right thing, and forward, there we go. And it's telling me I have, whoa, 657 meters per second, and I only need about 30. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna just take most of this out. Do I have a smaller can? I can, okay, we're gonna take off this big can. That's way too much. Put on the little itty bitty can. Do the same thing with the editor. Take that out. Liquid chemicals. Max that out. Add it. Switch this to... Oh, I'm pushing the wrong thing. Switch it to monopropellant. Okay. So that now should be full of monopropellant. And now if I take this... Alright, what's that saying? 352 meters per second of delta V. Okay, that is going to be a ton. Okay, so let's turn this off. We'll tweak this again a little bit more. Let's add on some more stuff. It's going to need some solar generation. It also needs batteries to get through the night. And I wrote down somewhere, nighttime is 20 minutes and 16 seconds. And right now, really? And this is being counted? Simulate transmitting. Well, it says here I got enough electricity. Oh, there's 500 units of electrical storage just in there. Okay, fine. So I got plenty of electricity. Let's put on some solar power generation. And I believe just some simple oxstats will do the trick. I'm just going to put on 4 of them. Each of these generates 0.3 units of electric charge per second. And that antenna, that's it, uses, oh, at max speed it's 18 kilobytes per second. How? Oh, that's the speed. I'm sorry, I'm looking at electricity. Electricity usage should be on here. When transmitting is 0.15 electric charge per second. And what was this again? This is 0.3. So that should be plenty. That should be fine for electricity. Okay. I'm really thinking I'm already closing in on something that's going to work. Okay, let's open up this again. Put that on forward. I can take out a ton of this monopropellant. Again, I only need about 30. There's 35. Maybe go a little more than that. I mean, there's no sense. There's 70 meters per second. That's fine. It's only, though, 2 kilonewtons of thrust. So this whole thing has a mass of 279 kilograms. So if I do a little on-the-fly mathematics, 2 kilonewtons is 200 newtons divided by 279 kilograms times 10. Oh, that's a tiny amount. I need a lot more thrust. So let's, I want to get a reasonable thrust to weight ratio. Let's go back to here. Let's use the bigger, these ones. Again, just one. That's 2 kilonewtons of thrust. That would be 2, yeah, that's a reasonable thrust to weight ratio. Okay, let's change the texture. There we go. Okay, now what's nice about also RCS build day is it telling you how much torque. See that? I'm producing 0.06 kilonewton meters of torque, and that's because this is not quite in the center. So what I'm just going to do is use this. That snapped it right to the middle. Just want to pull it out a bit. There. Maybe grab. Whoa, shoot. Maybe grab these. Slide that up. I got still 65, 66 meters per second. Let's close this. What was that? I don't know. I think that's a satellite. I don't see why that's simple enough. I think that's going to work for me. Oh, I know what I want. You know what? I'll put a KOS probe core on the main thing. I think this is going to be just fine. I think this torque can be probably scaled way down, like 10%, because that's going to be... I'm happy with that. Oh, and I gotta... If you're going to use this as a main engine, what you need to do is get into the control, show actuation toggles. You're not going to use... Oh, you want RCS on, but you don't want pitch yaw roll. You don't want port starboard. You don't want dorsal ventral. All you want is fore and aft, and you want to attach forward to the throttle so you can throttle up just like a normal engine. All right, that is a satellite. So this is what is this? This is 5G. This is the 5G moon relay. That's what this is going to be. All right, we just got to build a vessel that can put up 3 of them. So payload, we can definitely fit this inside. I need a decoupler. There we go. Why is... Oh, it doesn't... Okay, I'm going to definitely test the decoupling because it doesn't want to stick to the bottom of that. But I'm hoping that's going to be okay. There. We're going to turn on the interstage nodes. And we want to make 3 of them. So this is going to be... Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Got to make the fairing the root part. And then we copy that. And then we copy that. There we go. There's 3 satellites on their way. Actually, with this bottom one, now that I'm thinking about it, why not? It doesn't need all the fuel. Nope, I don't think it does. So what we'll take this off, take the decoupler off. So the bottom one is just going to stay on here, and then this itself is going to act. The base itself is going to act as the. I can get this out. The base itself is going to act as the 3rd relay. Turn down the decoupler ejection. Excellent suggestion right there for sure. I'm going to put it right off, in fact. Maybe 1%. Maybe 1% or 0.5% just to give it a little nudge. But thank you. There would have been so much force it would have like fired that thing off. 0.5%. Oh, it changes that to 1 on its own. Okay, fine, be that way. Fine. Okay, 1's fine. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So that is, we now got to just get these to the moon. And again, let's see. I want this tug. Again, I did a little working out to have 2180 meters per second of delta V, and then that will do the transfer, the insertion, and also the upper part of the ascent as well. And I don't know what I'm going to do, so let's just throw... This has got Terrier written all over it, doesn't it? Now, thankfully, I can look here. All right, no, use this. Oh, this is too much. 3,000. I only want 2,180. Oh, and the other thing I want to do, keep saying, oh, and you know what else I need? I'm going to need a KOS probe body in there too somewhere. How about this one? That's beautiful. I'm going to just go with that. Thrust to weight is through the roof. Can I get away with a smaller engine, like 3.08 thrust to weight ratio? How about the little pug engine? Little pug engine wants to go under there. 1.35. That's beautiful. Nice. Okay. What I want is right in here. Take that off. Is a KOS. Oh, you know what I got? I have the advanced KOS probe core. Oh, come on, it's in here. I know I have it. It's the HAL, whatever they call it. There it is. The HAL 9, the CAL 9000, of course, not the HAL. It's beautiful. Oh, yes, very excited. There we go. Gets itself a red eye and everything. So that is going to hold our KOS script. We're going to put on a boot file, which I cannot read what that copy and copy only, launch only. I think I need copy and, yeah. I don't know why it's not scrolling. It's got mountains of disk space. It'll never worry about not having the disk space it needs. Okay. God, that's still 3,268. That's still too much. My goodness. So what about this tank? It's getting smaller and smaller. 2,432. That is like plenty right there. Probably even take some out. 21 now, a little more than that. No, let's fill them up. Doesn't hurt to have more. And that's still a lot of thrust, but I think that's the spark is going to be too small, I'm pretty sure. The spark is not too small. However, I lost delta V with the pug. Yeah, that's funny. How heavy is this? This is 400 kilograms. This is 130 kilograms. Let's go with the spark. The spark. Gonna put this on, this on, this on. Textures like so. I'm fiddling with textures there. Now, unfortunately, it does need more fuel. Where can I hide a little bit? I got plenty of spot to hide fuel. Let's see. That's not quite enough. But an Oscar. 2409. What about this guy? Oh, shoot. Okay, the Oscar's coming back. I keep clicking on the HAL. Stop doing that. That's going away. Bum, bum, bum. I can take out a little bit of the fuel now. There we go. Do we want to play with the textures? Nah, that looks worse. Maybe make this in the black screen. Okay. All right. That to me is looking absolutely super. So let's build this fairing. There, we'll step up the sides, step up the ejection force, clamshell deploy. Okay, good, good, good. All right, now I just need, what do I need? A total delta V I worked out to be 4780. I'm just going to build a booster from scratch. I've been building too many. Let's see. Well, actually, I do have pre-made boosters. Why don't I use them? Go into my pre-made booster collection, organize them by mass. What did I say? 46? Even this is too big already. Okay. I don't like this business here, so we're going to fix this up a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. I want a decoupler. Anything strutted? I don't think I need to strut anything. I can do that. I'm going to take off the engine shroud. I don't think so. And then we're going to put on a fairing base. And this fairing base is just here just to sort of clean this up a little bit. There. And in fact, I think I'm going to even take that out of the staging. And so I think that should work. We'll do a little test of everything in just a little bit. Check all the staging, but that I think looks okay. That has got some teeny tiny, you know what, just leave it that way. It's fine. That's reaction wheels, I'm sure, in there. And a KOS, or not KOS, a smart part. The Drain X fuel sub. There we go. And when that runs out of liquid fuel, it's going to stage. Let's fix our staging up. There, that goes with that. Come on. That is a... Oh, none of those I'm going to... Yeah. The fairing. Take the fairing out of the stage. And we're going to... Because my script will take care of this fairing. If I go into action groups, go to action group 5. Click on the fairing. And that will deploy the fairing. According to this, my total delta V is 4881. That should be good. Launch thrust away. Oh no. Launch is... Can I turn this up? Oh, I can. Oh, it's a... It should be okay. Should be okay. I think I'm going to go for it. Of course, you know me, I got to put lights on it. Gotta put lights on it. Let's put on a few blinky lights down here. Blink on. Yellow. Tweak that to orange. Bring the blink period down. And probably, yeah, let's copy these all the way up. All right. I think this thing is ready to go. So I think I might just... This has got... What's the engine on the bottom? It's a swivel. What do I get if I switch that swivel up with a Reliant? So I don't think I need the gimbling. I get a little more delta V, but more importantly, I think I get more thrust. I do. Let's do that. Beautiful. Okay, goodbye, swivel. Hello, Reliant. We'll put on that little boat tail thingy because I think that does look better when the boat tail's on. That looks even better. All right, let's go down our checklist. So, Werner's checklist. There's no contracts, so that doesn't matter. It's got control. It's got KOS. It's got the probe body has been configured. Oh my gosh, it has not. So let's configure the probe bodies. Probe bodies need to be configured, configuration, configure this. We aren't going to do any experiments. There's just none to do. So that's going to save us a little bit of weight too. There's 3 probe bodies on this thing. Okay. Okay, probes have been configured. Science are irrelevant. Power generation is fine. Electrical storage is fine. Antenna strength is fine. Antenna speed is fine. In fact, that's the whole point of this. Data storage is fine. Propulsion is fine. There is no RCS. I mean, there is, but not for our, you know, well, whatever. Parachutes are irrelevant. Thermal protection are irrelevant. Lights, of course, I've got lights. Upgrading, very good point. Upgrades, I might want to upgrade. Let's expand this. The Spark engine. How many ignitions do I have on the Spark? 17 ignitions should be fine. And how about on the Reliant on the bottom? Reliant on the bottom has 5 ignitions. That will be fine, so don't have to worry about upgrades. Thrust to weight ratio is fine. Fairing deploying is fine. Staging is fine. I do want to check my action groups. And that is that. And that is going to put on the lights. Toggle lights. Toggle lights. Toggle lights. All right, yeah. Now, I'm not sure I'm going to be completing this entire stream, but what I think I want to do is see if I can get this, or I will be completing the stream, but I don't think I'll be getting these all inserted around the moon today. But what I think I want to do is just see if this thing will fly and see if this thing will get itself into orbit. So, oh my gosh, I'm losing track. Turn off the checker. Again, just last check of TWRs. Beautiful, beautiful. I think I got the delta V I need. I think it's good. I think it's good. Checking staging. There's an extra stage here. That, and those will be manual. Okay, let's try it. So launch. Yes, let's launch it. Let's launch it. No Kerbals aboard. No simulation. If this blows up, it blows up. The Russian I don't have a lot of part mods installed on this. I'm deliberately keeping it kind of, I mean, Kerbalism does a lot of things, but as far as like extra engines and parts and stuff and variants of engines from real life, it's just what it is. I got restock is pretty much it. Oh, for goodness sakes, we are okay. What we're gonna do, let's time warp until the sun comes up. Hopefully that will improve the situation. It looks a lot better. Okay, so we're going to just go into a regular orbital inserter. So run my launch script. 0 degrees inclination. I think it goes inclination, altitude of the orbit, and then the orientation of the vessel. N is just normal, which is just not. There's normal and inverted. I'm sort of now starting to regret the decision. Oh, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Boom. So you can see still, look at all the trees and stuff back here. It looks really nice. And it's off. So far, so good. Again, right now it seems to be running fine. How is the streaming rate? Like, again, the rate on my computer is fine. You can see some cities and towns here in the background that Parallax is adding. Nice. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, this is the waterfall mod putting the engine plumes on here. It is gorgeous, and the sounds are nice too. I love how much attention they put into the sounds of the engine. I guess Parallax adds these. I don't know. I'm seeing cities. But look how nice the mountains look. I might get into the settings in Parallax and see if maybe do a little bit of experimentation. See if I can not bring down the requirements a little bit. Make things run a little or stream a little bit better. It's also my internet connection might just suck today for all I know. I don't live in an area that has the best of internet speeds at my disposal. Could not be. Maybe it is. Maybe it's scatter or something. I don't know. I lose track of the beautification mods, to be honest. Alright, so the script here has nerfed our thrust down a little bit, keeping that apoapsis from getting too far away. Starlink to the rescue, yeah. Not quite. I don't know. It's okay, but it can be temperamental. The internet here. And my son moved, and he's got fiber, the son of a bitch. This is the first thing you know. I got fiber in my apartment. How I hate you. Alright, we should be seeing the fairing deploy. It looked okay. Considering I never did test that. And not quite at losing this lower stay. Again, it should happen automatically, though. Those smart parts sometimes seem to like to think otherwise. Oh, it cut the throttle? Yes, it cut the throttle because we got to our target apoapsis. Okay. All right. All right, there's more fuel. Wow. Okay. I put more fuel in that lower stage than I thought. So I'm going to let it. There we go. So it set up our insertion here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to abort the script. Because my script does not handle staging events very well. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do this part of it manually. Oh, I don't have a lock to the maneuver node function yet. Okay. No, we're getting pretty close already. Time warp a little bit. Okay, so it's 3. You know what? I'm going to start a little early. Because I don't want to go to full thrust because I know the TWR is huge. And... no, we're going. Okay. Okay, yeah, that was a little... okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. I'm going to shut up now. Lock this on ProGrid. What happened there? What happened there? I was getting ready to stage that thing, and then the smart part staged it, and then I tried to stage it, and I thought for a moment I actually staged the satellites, but I don't believe I did. Oh, this is not... it's okay. We're all good. Let's just get this burn done. Good enough. Not the bestest, But I ended up pausing in the middle of that. But the satellites are still attached. That is very, very good. Yeah, the smart part that was on that lower stage. Oh, for goodness sakes, just do that. There we go. The smart part that was on that lower stage staged for me, and then I staged at the same time, and I thought for a moment I staged the decouplers. I should actually oh, well, whatever. I'm wondering if I could have disabled them in the VAB. But anyway, this thing is in orbit, and it's still got 990. That's easy for getting to the moon and getting... It should be. Ugh, it feels a little tight. I thought I had this worked out, but now all of a sudden I'm not so sure. Oh well, whatever. We're going to attempt. We're going to attempt to put this thing, put these relays in orbit about the moon next week. And then we'll see what else we're going to do. Probably designing a lander will be the next step to take that to the moon so that Jeb and Bill... I'll have to bring some scientists there. There aren't some scientists, so that will also be part of it. Bring some scientists there as well. And start mining the heck out of the moon to collect the science, to unlock the parts that I want for my mission to Ike. But all of that is going to have to be in the future. So in the meantime, have yourself a fabulous rest of this week. Have yourself a great weekend. And we'll see you all Thursday next week. This Wednesday was a one-off. I just have something I have to do tomorrow. So Thursday next week, we're back to our regular time. So thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody watching this at a later date. And, of course, thanks to everybody that supports this channel through Patreon and as a YouTube member. Bye, everybody.